niggas went left, yeah, they lost my respect. That's the price of the game when you working with a check. Nigga tried to play me, he ain't know I was a vet. So I played that shit cool and I got his ass smoked. Just got my dick sucked on the back of a boat. I ain't even in Miami, Louis V on my sandal. I don't sound like I'm from Philly, bitches digging my ghost. I'ma say it real smooth, let me play in that throat. 36 souls in a Ziploc. For 42 G's, I bring it right to you. So my young boy Dub, I ain't talking about a bill shit, I'm talking about G's. Play with me, he'll kill you.
I'm the OG, don't forget it.
I just caught me a load and I got a nigga hit
while I'm out eating shrimp and spaghetti.
Living mob style, Joe Pesci.
Said I'm ballin' by myself, can't ref me.
When them lax from these niggas
Can't catch me.
Nigga hating like a hoe.
That's when he lost me. DVs on my neck, shit cost me.
This ain't no APT, this a loft, bitch. Can't leave me on red, I'm a boss, bitch. I ain't trying to go fair, had to wisen up. Feel broke if I ain't got 100,000 tuck. Go sleep and dream about getting my dollars up. Wake up and then I go and get my dollars up. I'm the first nigga you seen with them products on. Ballin' like I'm in the league with LeBron or something. Bitch.
Shout out my hood.
Yeah. Queen Lane Projects.
Queen Lane Projects, man. Uptown.
And you already know we are back. It's your boy 215 God Beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this. Let Me Rap With You podcast, the final episode of 2024. And we're going out with a fucking bang.
With a bang.
The final episode and the final interview of 2024. Because I promise y'all, the only thing y'all getting for the next to these couple days is content. But we going out big. Shout out to the King's Cafe.
Shout out King's Cafe. Shout out King's Cafe.
We in the building.
Y'all see where we at?
No doubt.
We uptown. We in the trenches with it, baby.
We uptown. It's the first time y'all did this.
Yeah, I'm getting
something different. You know what I mean?
Actually, I would say this is the second time. The first time I went out of the space was with Chico, because we did Chico's video at HDE Studios.
That's what's up.
But on this type of span, I'm not gonna lie.
This level right here.
Yeah, we definitely, and I'm gonna let y'all know ahead of time, because I'm not gonna sit here and answer questions and comments. Y'all do see the strands up here. Y'all gonna see some content on these later on in the week. We gotta go candy free this episode. We gotta respect our people. You feel me?
This shit look crazy, bro. This shit.
Oh no, I will say it like this. We're definitely smoking some of this after. We're definitely smoking.
No doubt.
We're definitely smoking some of this after the episode, guaranteed. But definitely. I got some of my guys up here. Got my boy and Broccoli.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Franchise. Got this Trapper Keeper up here. Moses Always Faded. That was the shit that I was telling you about on the other episode, one of the top strands of the year. I wanted you to try that shit.
Yes, sir.
And then shout out to Zarazop. I reviewed some of their shit last week. And honestly, I was like, you know what? Let me just get some of their shit. My homie had a few joints left, so I was like, fuck it, you already know. But that's not what this is about tonight.
Word.
This is about my guy, fucking OG Rico. We got OG Rico in the fucking building.
Let's go.
So you already know. Let's cut the cap.
Get into it, man.
The weed is good, but what we talk about is greater. You feel me?
Word.
We gotta get into it, because we're talking about not even everybody has a rags to riches story, but not everybody has that story from talking about the manifest. One thing that you before we even really get into the origins and all that, one thing that you're really big on, and I notice it in a lot of your content, a lot of stuff that you post, manifesting. That's something that you're very, very big on.
Yeah.
So when it comes to that type of thing, how do you just wake up? The first thing, you just wake up, you manifest your day?
Yeah, most of the time. I got a cousin, shout out cuz, dump truck freeing, you know what I mean, fighting a homicide that he ain't even do, the shit on camera and everything. He give me a lot of inspiration from the jail when he told me he heard something, I think Kendrick or J. Cole said when he wake up every morning, he jot his thoughts down before he even got out the bed, and he instructed me to do it, and I started doing that, and that's damn near what led us, you know what I mean, to linking up for real. I wake up thinking about this shit every day.
Yeah, I did that before. I wrote my goals down in a notebook, and not saying I did it in the time frame that I wanted to, but I look back on everything I checked off on that list I got now.
It get done.
There's
something about seeing it and writing it is I don't know.
That pen and the paper.
Yeah.
Not the phone, the pen and the
pen and the paper. The actual process, the essence of it, and that's one thing about me. I feel like That's what we missing a lot. People forget the essence these days. They want the instant gratification. They want the essence is what gets shit done a lot. You know what I mean? Write that shit out. Feel it. Let your body feel it as it's going through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of the essence, when it comes to your raps, you still writing your raps down?
Nah.
Or you on the phone with it now?
Nah. I just
off the top with it.
I let my soul bleed into my mind and remember it for real, for real. I just did some shit too. Some hot shit. I ain't even get to the studio yet to lay it, but the beat go, my soul talk, my mind remember it. That's really how it go.
How long that you been feeling like you've been making music like that for?
From the jump. I started off as a poet. I didn't even know I could rap. I just was like a street poet. One of my songs, I say that like, to the streets I'm a poet. Whistle on me, I blow it. In the middle of the summer, Unkle Reeky got it snowing. I don't get how I get money, but you see me, I'm focused. But yeah, that's how I rep on that, you know what I mean?
So it started off with poetry first, before rap.
Yeah, just putting like little shit together, rhyming weird, like, you know what I mean? You know how poetry is an excuse. I ain't gonna say it like that, but you can use poetry to have fucked up rhyming skills. You know what I mean? Like everything ain't gotta rhyme. I love that about poetry. So I can say what I wanna say and ain't even gotta rhyme every bar, like, and you'll still feel me. And that's kinda how this started, but I was in jail, I think in between 2011 and 2015 is when I really was like, yo, you know what? I'm hot. Like I gotta stop playing.
Yeah.
And I started doing that shit.
Somebody gave you that recognition, or that was just off of, you just told yourself that?
Every block I was on, I was the hottest nigga in that block. If we in the yard, well, when I got upstate, it was a little bit different, because, you know, the yard big as shit. It's probably 100, 200 niggas out there. But I'll still be in the top 5 of the jail. Whatever jail I was in or got sent to, then you heard the boy Reek. And that's when I really knew, like, damn. And you with hard motherfuckers, like, you know what I mean? No Diddy, but you with the killers and the dealers and the realists. So if they going, they feeling it, yo, man, I'm having a bad day, bro. Let me hear some of that shit. I'm like, damn.
So what type of shit you was spitting when you was in it? You was spitting more of the poetic shit, or you was spitting more of the, what would you say? Because if they was coming to you, no Diddy, like, I want to hear some of that. What was they?
It was kind of poetic, because, you know, we ain't got the beat. Dudes started getting freaky with the, and all this shit with that joint. That shit was crazy, but I didn't have that type of self-algorithm. I couldn't flow like that.
Can't tell off of the music.
Word, no doubt.
Keep it a beam.
Appreciate
Can't tell off of the music, but
I mean, the one thing with the science of, you know, bars and stuff, once you realize like attributes and stuff, and you realize like how you can just like flip certain shit, and you realize wordplay, it's as simple as that. And some people figure that out without figuring out the whole science and everything. Some people just, once you practice it, it just winds up becoming a natural talent, because literally everything is just a matter of sequence and beat. No matter what time signature or shit it's on, no matter the time signature, everything matters on a sequence and on a beat. So once you catch that pace, it's like boom. It's like that's just the beginning of the science to it. Trust me, like rap isn't easy as 1, 2, 3. Like even like putting wordplay together, that shit takes years. I know.
Yeah, and repetition, just with anything. Repetition and muscle memory. It's not a jump shot, but it's still a muscle memory. Like, and that shit just, bro, like sometimes I put some shit together, I don't even dig how it's a metaphor or a double triple entendre until after I lay it or something I hear it, and I'm like, oh, I just hold the fuck up. I just put that together like that. And they ain't, like, it wasn't even my intention. That shit just be falling out sometimes.
Or you put the bars together in your head too fast, and you're like, oh my God, you ever put some bars together in your head and you don't get a chance to remember it back and record it before you forget it?
I hate that.
Been through that plenty of times.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest, like even before, you know, going through your trials and tribulations in and out the system, you know, like when did the pen first hit the pad? Let's honestly go back to that. Like when did the pen even first hit the pad?
Yo, for real, I grew up in church and shit, like every day when I was a young boy. And fucking around with church, doing my brother Bud, shout out my big brother Bud, he was a poet. One of his, it's crazy, that shit was like a 94, I remember this shit. Something has to be done. Our kids can't have any fun. Some shit like that about the violence in Philadelphia, and it was in the Philadelphia Inquirer. That was so inspiring to me as a kid. And I started, but I think I was like making like Jesus poems and shit back then. But yeah, that's when it started.
You gotta start somewhere, you feel me?
No doubt,
so
no doubt.
Like, and to be honest, like with the church be having, I'd say like this, hip hop,
singers.
R&B's, not even that. Like
Yo, the
hip-hop and
church
R&B,
music
like,
scene be a vibe.
some like a lot of the melodies, like when you're talking about like some of the greatest producers, like Zaytoven, like Honorable C Note, like some of the greatest producers who have been here, of like a lot of them started in the church because pianos, like some of the hottest songs, like those melodies like originate, like those piano keys originate from the church. Grand pianos, all that shit. So it's like real shit. So
it's talent everywhere.
Yeah, real rap.
So I definitely value that. So it's like, what were some of the aside from the church, what were some of the artists that you first like looked at, like whether it was like a rapper on TV or you know, like you said, homies from the block or whatever, like who was like the first one that you seen that made me be like, you know what, I really
gave you the inspiration? Who gave you the inspiration to switch from being a poet to a rapper? That's what I want to know.
All right, I can take you to both sides. So in the beginning, one of my first rappers and shit, people that I noticed that I fucked with, of course, LL was heavy when I was a pup.
Of course.
Then like Private Shot, Busta Rhymes, he was the man when I was a pup, like rapping all fast, fitting all the words. I said, God damn, this boy crazy. Yeah.
He dumbed it down for us.
Real shit. Busta was crazy, but then ODB was my man. He was so raw. Even though he wasn't hot, he was just so raw. He was him. He ain't give a fuck. I love that. Then to see him do that shit with Mariah, what? Because that wasn't really back then a hard, you know what I mean? Somebody like that with an R&B chick, how pretty that shit was hard. So that was a big inspiration back then. But you know, I got in my dope boy era, early 2000s shit, and Jeezy hit the motherfucking scene. I said, oh shit, we can do that? Because before that, we ain't think we can do that. We gonna go fast. We going, you know what I mean?
Unless you said it like Hov, where you was trying to talk incognito in the
like how Wu-Tang was doing it. Because Wu-Tang, they was always talking in like third, fourth, if fourth person even counts as something.
Right.
But the way they would say it is like,
in the Kung Fu
I wouldn't
bar.
even, exactly.
They did it in the Kung Fu bar.
Right.
Shaolin shit.
No fucking doubt.
That's what I'm saying. So like definitely like Jeezy, like I'm not even gonna lie. I always tell people like them Snowman shirts, I definitely was wearing them Jones back in that shit. Cause like Thug Motivation 101, that was one of my favorite albums. So I'm like, I was definitely rocking that Snowman shirt.
What's your favorite Jeezy album?
The first one.
That's what I was
Thug
about
Motivation.
to say.
I used to hit the kitchen lights, cockroaches everywhere. Hit the kitchen lights, there was marble floors everywhere. You know what I mean? He said, I remember nights. I couldn't remember nights. I damn near went crazy, had to get it right. I can relate. You know what I mean? Shout out Jeezy, man.
Facts. Shout out
Snowman.
Jeezy.
So one of the videos that I really paid attention to recently, because, and I'm gonna be completely honest, just going through this year and just looking at, and like he said on podcasts, every city, every hood has their ups and downs. But really this year, and I'm just gonna say it for Philly alone, like we've had a lot of turmoil, a lot of deaths that I feel like were unnecessary. So, when you talk about manifesting, like, in your videos, and you're definitely influencing people to let them know there are really ways you can go out here and really make something of yourself. Not just financially, because that's the one thing. You don't just talk about the money side of it, but you actually tell them, like, you can actually be yourself. You can actually fucking do what you want to do and actually make something out of it without getting yourself killed.
Yeah,
going to jail.
But doing some dumbass shit, right? You can be you. That's heavy to me, because I mean, we see it in this world. The music is bang bang, shoot 'em up, bang bang. The kids ain't even rapping, and they just want to run around and shoot 'em up, bang bang. So it's like, that's big. Like, you ain't gotta follow nothing. Be you in the heart. Stay organic. Stay thorough. And push for it. That should have happened.
The funny thing is, like, a lot of these kids I see, like, now, parents I've definitely seen go through, the parents I've definitely seen them go through hard times, like, especially, like, all our parents. But a lot of kids that I'm seeing turn to the streets now, a lot of them were creative, played sports.
Right.
I say like this, a few of them probably actually could have made it in music if they actually, would have stayed consistent in that too. A few of them probably actually could have made that too.
Right.
But it's like, they always just fall to the streets and it just...
Yeah. Like, we ain't really got the role models we need. You know what I mean?
Was it always rap for you? Was it ever ball? Was it ever...
never sports.
You ever decided, I just want to work at a 9 to 5, regular 9 to 5?
No,
you know
never.
what I mean?
Never.
Oh shit!
No, I
Oh
got
shit!
family.
We got gang in the building. Yo,
got the
y'all
gang.
y'all niggas come the fuck up here on this side, man. We got some family in the building, man.
Hey, real shit. When you hear mob style and I say I just had a heart to heart with my concierge,
You already know.
that's my man. I get a lot from him.
Okay, say my guy. You
sweet.
welcome up on the stage, man. Y'all niggas too, man. Hey, look, especially yo ass, man. You look, we give credit over here. We gotta give credit to this nigga's cameraman.
T, they need to know what's going on though, man. Me and my nigga T linked up, man. And shit been finito way since,
Man, at least come in here for like a good 2 seconds. And it's your fucking birthday, bro. Come on, man.
Right, shout out Bum Boy T, man. Happy birthday.
Man,
Yeah,
first of all, happy
birthday.
happy
Hey,
fucking
hey,
birthday.
hey,
Okay,
To
there
our
you go.
past guests.
There you go.
You
My
feel me?
nigga, Mr.
That's what I'm
Visuals.
saying,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Yo, get my man a chair. Have him come up there too, man. I don't care if he eyes. Look, man, it's your fucking birthday, man.
Yeah,
Get another
man.
drink, get another drink or something, whatever. Oh man, the fuck, like, it's your fucking birthday, man. You already know, like my boy, man. Shout out to T. He was
Shout
on the
out T.
podcast earlier this year. Make sure y'all go back and tune in to T's episode. He gave a lot of knowledge up there. You know, definitely know.
For sure.
You know, and I'm gonna keep it a beat. Honestly, before we even get into some other shit, you know, let's honestly talk about it, because one thing I overheard, and this was just when we was doing CTS Bird episode right before we
Shout out
recorded.
CTF Bird.
Shout out Bird.
Before we have recorded during the episode, I overheard you had mentioned that UNT have about a good 7-8 months in now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. Like, how did that even, you know? Because I just for the artists out there who are still just doing music out of their bedroom or just doing music in the studio, they're still looking
Right.
for that video person that they can build and connect with. How did it start with UNT?
What we've been speaking about, manifestation. It really started back in like March during Ramadan. I'm a very authentic person. So when Ramadan come around, I don't play with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking, I'm not fucking, I'm not gambling. I'm strictly on Islam.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very clear time, and I had my youngins and a few other people tell me, you got all this music, Reek, just sitting on your phone. At least sit it on Apple, see what happens. So, short story shorter, during Ramadan, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try to get my distribution shit set up. I'm gonna drop a few albums and just see how it go. May 19th, I dropped my first album, G Code.
May 19th this year.
May 19th this year, my first album, my EP, G Code. I think it's 7 tracks or something. Check that joint out. It's starting to get more and more traction now. The responses I got from it fucked me up.
Mm-hmm.
I said it was time to shoot.
Yeah.
It's time to shoot. So I hollered at Sam. Shout out my man Sam out Delaware. I said,
Shout out my
bro,
boy Sam, real nigga.
send me some, no, I ain't want to hit Bird direct. He a little busy. So I said, Sam, send me some people that Bird use. Sam still asks Bird. Bird send a shitload of videographers over. I go down the list, I DM everybody. One nigga hit me back, right back. It was T.
Mm-hmm.
He said, when you trying to shoot? I said, tomorrow. He said, all right. You know how he talking shit. You know, all right. And we got together. We went to Boots fight. I don't miss no Boots fights. He an Uptown player, you know what I mean? Brickyard right over from Queen Lane Project. So I said, all right, fuck it. We gonna shoot Boots. Got the gang together. We went up there, and it been history since.
So y'all shot a video at the Boots fight?
Yup. On an iPhone. When he did when he was on the podcast, he said he just shot a video recently with an iPhone.
That was him?
That was my video.
Yeah,
It's Plug Calling. It's the intro
That's what I was
to
about to say,
my second album, Morals. It's the
Make sure
intro.
y'all give my guy T visuals for a fucking video, man.
Give my man T, you know what I mean?
Nah, y'all niggas ain't on shit.
It's called Plug Calling?
Plug Calling.
Yeah.
Yup, it's the intro to my second album. That shit hot. It took a second, but it's gaining traction now too. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna lie though, and I'm gonna just say this as a person who really analyzes not only the music, but I actually am a person who appreciates the details on videos. One thing that I'm noticing, and a lot of guys really aren't doing this in the East Coast, like people are doing it in down south and the West Coast, but recently with UNT, with the recent visuals that y'all been dropping, there's a lot of lifestyle, like a lot of lavish, like that's put into the video. It's not just, I'm not just clicking on YouTube, going to a video and just hearing a song with a nice visual. Like, I'm actually looking at a lifestyle. I'm looking at like not something that's not even just well constructed, but it's like wow, this could probably be like a day in the life kind of
Right.
shit. You feel me?
Right. Right. And that's kind of like, that was his idea. Like, we went through a little trial and tribulation together, and you know, we both was able to see each other's integrity and honor. And he said, you know what, bro? You a sturdy dude. I'm gonna turn this shit up with you. And he was like, you're not just a good rapper. You a good guy. We need to capture that more. Like the shit you do, the love you get, the places. We got to capture all that shit. It ain't just about making a rap video no more.
Videographers take notes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
know
you more of a content creator than a rapper. So that's why a lot of the videos, you see a lot of content instead of just with the guns and
I'm gonna be real. The last
that.
couple Johns, like, and you know, like not even on some comparison type shit, but like that shit was on some real Larry June type shit. Like, you know, I'll be watching all his videos. That shit was like on some like Larry June, like real lifestyle type shit. Like I really
that should be
on
too.
some player
You got
shit, bro.
A videographer that can give you the insight that you need to bring your vision
right.
to life. You feel me? So
right.
You could think it all day, but if he could bring that shit to life, that's,
yeah.
You know what I mean, that make you want to write some more shit now.
Real shit.
You know what I mean? Let me bring this to life now. Let me see what we can do with this song. You feel me?
Yeah, it definitely broadens the creativity and everything. Like, damn, we just pulled that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely inspiring.
You don't never know what it's gonna look like until it's the finished product.
Real rap.
You don't never know all that little stuff that he might have been, you know what I mean, catching on the low.
Yeah,
you know?
real rap.
Mm-hmm.
Like 400 Degrees, we did had my boy Ish the Butler pop out. Shout out my man Ish, my man Rocky. I don't know if y'all was able to see that, but the skit and shit is so funny. Like, that shit was so dope. We didn't know it was gonna come out like that. And that's the first one that I directed. So, if y'all know T, he likes to go back and forth. So it was a lot of tug of war for it, but when we was done, he like, man, I'm directing everything, let me do my thing, But once he edited that bitch up, he was looking like, oh, you knew what you was doing a little bit. Like, and it just made our relationship even more better. Now we both got an ear for each other, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I never did it before, but I am an artist, bro. I have some ideas, I have some creativity in me. And he didn't know then, but I'm like, I used to write plays and shit. Like, my plays were so good when I was in jail. They had outside people coming in to see my plays in Chester. And
that's crazy.
Shout out Lieutenant Tooley. He should be retired now. He was old as shit back then, but he pulled me to the side. And he was like, listen, young fella, I see what you're doing. Put together a solid 45-minute play. When you get out, I'll sponsor you. I was probably like 23 at the time. I said, Lieutenant Tooley, I just got my stripes. I just sat and did all this fucking time. I ain't tell. When I get out, I'm trying to get a brick. I'm gonna be the man in my projects. I'm not writing no fucking
real shit though.
But I appreciate Lieutenant Tooley. He was trying to straighten me up back then, man. I'm straight, Tooley. I'm back.
Nah, Lieutenant. He's seen the vision. Like, trust me, when
no doubt.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this. He's probably more than just a lieutenant. He probably done seen the world. Probably done seen the best plays and all that. Cause sponsor some shit like that from the cell.
Yeah. And he said, you can't tell nobody I get fired for this shit. That's how I knew it was real. Like, damn, this motherfucker believe in me. And at the same time, I got cause it's 3 yards in Chester. I got each yard popping on my raps. They hoping we get in the same yard together to hear my shit. So I got a lieutenant trying to pump me on a play tip. Mm-hmm. The whole jail fuck with me in the rap. And they just like, yo.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I had my mind made up when I got out, though. I couldn't get out broke and chase that shit. But went to jail about 2 more times since then. Now I got my head on.
Let me be completely honest. Is there anybody that still works in any of the prisons or the jails that actually listens to your music right now? Like, you don't gotta put them out by name,
no.
But like any of the wards or any.
I got like 2 or 3. Actually, when we was shooting the video at the fight, we bumped into a guy. You know what? Even more so, me and Star, my concierge, we met in the can.
Yeah.
We met in jail probably 10, 15 years ago, and I was down like a motherfucker. And he slid up on me. Just gave me some real nigga game. It's important for the men to communicate. It's not being Joe. It's, yo, what's up, bro? You forgot who you is? Tighten the fuck up. You got people looking up to you out here. You can't have your head down like a little sucker in this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not coming at me, but as a man, I had to respect it.
Yeah.
And to this day, like we both, I think he give me more encouragement than I give him, but that's my man, you know.
Yeah, shout out to that nigga Ratchet. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Ratchet.
Mike Pemberton, Uptown player.
No doubt.
He was on the motherfucking block with us.
He was on the
shit.
block holding it
Lil
down
Shorty
with
was
us.
like the livest nigga I ever seen and shit. Like
Real
real
shit.
live. He was like fucking Yeezy on some Uptown
Real
shit.
shit.
Futuristic and shit.
And he was repping by himself at first. By himself. Rest in peace, Ratchet, man. One of the most honorable niggas uptown, man. Long live Ratchet, man.
Long live Ratchet, man. You
I
already
don't
know.
do that Geo shit because I don't, I fuck with who I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna try to play from that side and you think I'm gonna fuck with you just because you from that side, nigga. You know how I roll. If you know me, you know how I roll. And if I bump into any of you niggas, you know how I bump. So shout out to that nigga Ratchet.
Shout out Ratchet, man.
Nigga, man. Serious.
Live nigga, man.
Shout out South Philly too. My
No
grams down south
Yeah,
side.
no, I'm a P nigga, but you know it's bigger than that because you get caught up on some, you know, you want to be bigger than, you know, you don't want to be no little fish in the pond, nigga. Like that when you start putting your shit, you minimizing and shit. You know, I'm here to maximize this shit because like, what happens when your shit gets shut down on that side? Shit hot.
No doubt.
I
It's
see.
your options and your resources and shit. So when you limit
man
yourself
keep me
to
on
just
point.
that nigga around the corner, you gonna be a nigga around the corner, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Avenues, walkways, and side streets. So, nah, man.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
I
no
get
doubt.
look, I can see why you got bro in your corner. Like,
Yeah.
You need niggas like that that'll keep it raw with you.
Yeah.
feel me?
Strong, honorable
that,
man.
Look,
You
I'm
know
gonna keep
what I
it a
mean?
bean. That's why I got this nigga, bro. Like on some real shit, bro. Like, and trust me, like y'all not y'all like.
That, bro, you gotta let these niggas know
Nah.
why G code.
Nah, look, nah, look. This ain't
Real shit.
bro. This like my blood for real. Like this, bro. This our blood. Like moms and all that.
For sure. No, niggas. They
Nah,
know what's
nah,
up.
bro.
They know what's up.
Situation, you ain't even know if he was gonna make it home to the kids and
No,
all that.
real shit.
Everybody turned their back on Shorty.
Real
Couple
shit.
motherfuckers stayed down.
Shit was dark for me.
Crazy,
Talk
changing
about
the
it.
numbers and all.
Talk about it. Talk about it. He
I
wants you
mean,
to.
this shit was
Yeah,
real.
Hey, look. That's why we got gang back here. Look,
Well, shit, you know what I mean?
Let him know.
So we was out here getting, we was
hey,
doing
look,
our
niggas in
thing.
the comments saying to stick in the honey bun. Niggas need to know the story. Niggas got to open the wrap up now, baby.
Hey, man, here it go. Here it go. Yeah, no, we was running down on shit. Y'all already know how gangster shit go, man. You know what I mean? I don't really get in. I don't really. But my name, everything it is out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, for sure. Drinking Ciroc on the gel, guard bitch coming to my cell, fuck her all in the throat. 12,000 on the lawyer, it came all off of coke. That ain't no bullshit when you hear my raps, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No chin of dick shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
I'm got the muscle in my
Yo.
little- no, we
Listen, bro, he tell me, yo, he like, yo, the CO bitch on your dick, bro. I'm like, yeah, but how the fuck I'm gonna do that, right? So listen.
Allegedly.
Yeah, no, real shit. No, I'm gonna give it to you, G. I'm gonna give it to you, G.
This let me
I'ma
rap
give
with
it to
you, bro.
G.
Talking, bro.
Yeah.
So look, right?
ain't enough.
I said, bro, I'ma kick it with the bitch. She said, give me 1 second. If you been to the F, you know how the yard set up on the top, right by the CO desk. Niggas be sitting up there hot water. You got the nigga with the fucking legs of steel wanna sit at the desk all day and talk to the bitch. He slide in the gym. He said, yo, the top closed. Everybody get the fuck off the top. Talking to the inmates.
Yeah.
Made everybody leave. He slide to the yard and say, go ahead, bro. I slide up on the bitch. I forgot what I said. Next thing you know, she bringing it in for us. You know what I mean? Little liquor, little dick suck every now and again. You know what I mean? Yeah. We was in there rolling. You know what I mean?
Lavish.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad in the F when I look back.
I mean, went back a couple of times for that thing, you know what I mean?
I think at that time I was in there for like 2 years. So
Oh, yeah.
the shit was like, you know what I mean?
Good too, yeah.
Teamwork make the fucking dream work, though. Real shit. Real shit.
I ain't had to fuck the bitch. My man gonna do that.
Real
But I know
shit.
she gonna bring
The
more
nigga
to
noticed the play
Facts.
and called it out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Not on no jealous shit, on some, damn, man, she on, yo, this will benefit all of us. Fuck that, bro. She on your dick. You gotta go up there and press play. I'm gonna help you. Nigga block. I slid in, Our whole crew was cool, man.
That's
Shout
how
out my
that
nigga.
G-code
G
really
Code.
stick
That's
into
how that
the
shit
G
really
code.
kicked
Now,
in.
know it was gentleman shit. GQ, gentleman's quarter. Like, we bringing each other out the rough. We in the bottom of fucking hell.
Yeah.
Real shit.
We holding each other up how men
Real shit.
not males, men.
Men, yeah.
Ain't no baby boys over this joint. We want Melvin shit.
Real shit.
And that's where that G code, a stick of weed in a fucking honey bun.
He said, yo, bro, you smoke? I said, yeah. He said, son, I said, I ain't got no money. He said, I ain't asked you that. Came in the cell, we smoked. It's crazy. I pulled a honey bun out. He shared the stick of weed with me. I shared the honey bun with him. I was just telling Fame. I didn't start smoking weed till 30. I was in the jail fighting drama. I think my last deal was like a 12 to 24, 10 to 20 or some crazy shit.
Yeah, crazy.
My bitch done left. I had left some money with my other bitch. She ran off. I had a couple cars and shit. It was dark, you know what I mean? My dad even telling my bitches, damn, you gonna wait for him? He about to get life. I remember we was in the back of the paddy wagon. Y'all seen my twin just come through. This shit real life. When we in the back of the paddy wagon, he said, damn, bro, we gonna get life for this shit. I said, bro, don't say no dumbass shit like that. He said, you know what the fuck they just found in that house? I said, yeah, we gonna get at least 20 years. Ain't that a bitch? Real rap, you know what I mean? By the grace of God, my bro, I think he was tied up 2 years on it. I was tied up 4, and then my other brother, Tor, was tied up 7 for that joint, man.
Damn.
You know what I mean? My
That's
brother,
insane.
my twin, he beat it all out. I took I pled guilty to the guns because I ain't never had no violence and shit on my record to try to save my other brother.
Right.
And this was
Like,
our
you
4th year.
You just took that slap like fuck it.
Yeah, it was 3 guns, 3 handguns and an AK, like a half a brick and like 9 pounds of weed.
Is it a mandatory out in Philly like it is in Jersey? Because it's legal to carry out here. Like in Jersey, it's like an automatic for just getting caught with 1.
Yeah.
5, but you might come 3.5. You might come home early.
I forgot what it was.
Like it's different in Philly because it's legal to carry, right?
Yeah, but we all felons, so they call it VUFA,
Oh, okay.
Violation of Firearm Act. They call it. So we smacked with that from the rip. Now I was petrified because I'm like, this fucking AK is drawn. And mind you, this before Draco's. Niggas wasn't running around. This 2011.
Yeah.
Niggas wasn't running around like that.
This before switchies and all that.
Yeah, we was, you know what I mean? So it was like, shit, they gonna cook me. But that was the best thing on my fucking case. The K was a misdemeanor, I ain't know. Yeah, it's illegal on the streets. You in the house, that bitch legal, bro.
Yeah, I ain't know that.
You can have an AK in your house.
Yeah.
So it was a misdemeanor. So once my lawyer was breaking it down, like, yo, if you bite the guns, my brother just beat a homicide like 3 months before we court that case. So it was like, damn. And they see it, whether you beat it or not, they'll see that shit.
Yeah,
You'll get sentenced about it.
Yeah.
So he like, if I took the guns and then he went to trial, make him look less violent if he going to trial without these guns on it. So I was like, fuck it. I just bit the guns, you know what I mean? Try to help my brother out. Which he did. He only got 4 years for it, but he was still on parole. They gave him a hit every year when he seen the parole board 3 years straight. So he did 7 years for that shit. You know what I mean? Shout out my big bro mentor, man.
Right, everybody held it solid though, so.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
The lawyer kept saying, is anybody telling? I said, no. He said, you sure? Because these days, I said, no, my men is men. We all men. We don't, you know what I mean? That was never a question of somebody telling, never. That's real shit.
Shout out the lawyer for holding it down.
rare.
Yeah, shout out to my lawyer, Brian Fishman, man.
That's rare, bro, because trust me, even with the best lawyers, niggas still tell.
Yeah, no
Niggas
doubt, it's
still
sad.
tell. You got have a Johnny Cochran if you want. Niggas is still gonna tell.
Real shit.
Like that's some real thorough shit, bro. Cause it's like a lot of stories I hear is always that one boy, that other boy, or the fucking baby mom wanted to say some shit cause her
Some
nigga
shit.
locked up in jail or some shit, bro. So it's like
Some type of back door always. Some type of
Yes.
back door always.
You wrote any music in jail that you put on wax? Or you got any inspirations that you put on wax when you was inside? Maybe.
Yeah, a couple Jones. I got a couple Jones I put together in the can at Actually, I was rapping some shit on the camera the other day, just talking. It was a poet type Jones, but I made it in jail. It don't rhyme, but it's that shit. Like it's, you know what I mean? It resonate with your soul when you hear it. Yeah, I got a couple Jones from jail. You know what I mean? Actually, on my second album, I think it's called Unkle Reeky, them thirsty bitches love me. Them sucker niggas wish they was me. I represent for my projects. Real niggas, they love me. I wrote that in jail. When me and him was in this, I think I wrote it because there was so much happening. I would remember it, but I was writing shit because I know later I might forget all this shit funneling through my mind. So that's the only reason why I hit the paper.
Was Big Bro Sully, or was he just in there with you?
I don't know. So he had his celly was a block worker, so his door was always open. My celly was a block worker too. Rest in peace, Black, man. Rest in peace, Black. That was his celly. My celly used to rip and run too. So when his door open and my door open, when his celly go to work and my celly go to work, he'll just sneak down to my cell.
Right.
And them niggas at work all day, so we just smoking.
He was hearing a lot of the shit that you was maybe coming up with when you was inside.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, you can already tell he ain't no
He ain't
no yes man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, Roddy, that shit right there, that's it, gang, I'm telling you. Like, you know what I mean? Or, yo, scratch that, bro.
Yeah, man. That shit going in the trash can. When was the first time
you heard something that let you know he had something? Do you remember that time, or was it?
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't really care about none of that. That's my nigga. So whatever the fuck he's doing, I'm thugging with him. Like I'm fucking with him just
off the strength.
You know what I'm saying? We got other shit going on that we standing on. So we just popping shit.
Yeah.
Pop your shit.
Yeah. Can't go wrong when you authentically popping your shit.
Yeah.
Popping shit like nigga when he came home off that motherfucking case and I slid up to the spot up north and shit.
Shout out my Douglas Street niggas, 33rd and Cumberland.
He was home first, or he was home first?
I came back on some shit.
He went home and came back. I was still there.
What'd you say to him when he came back?
I said, yo, what the fuck you get locked up for now? This nigga said a pedal bike. I might have just walked away from him. I was so irked.
Sounds like a classic GTA story.
A pedal bike.
Like, I'm a good nigga. Lord just be blessing me. I be having some
jail save us, man. I really feel like that. Like, jail saved me. I feel like I'd have been dead or been got a will. Cause you don't know how dumb you is till you go to jail. When you a street nigga. That's why when the young boys I bump into, they be tough as shit. I be like, little boy, you ain't do a couple years. Like after you do 5 years,
don't believe these
you come home a little bit different about being itchy and all that. Like that shit different. Yeah, niggas turn tricks for cookies. That shit get different. So it was like when they be tough as shit and little as shit, I excuse them. Go ahead, little boy. Because first of all, it's nothing to crush you. How it's nothing for you to crush me. That's nothing.
Yeah.
But sitting that can and your lawyer telling you need $25,000, and your daughter too, she might be 22 when you get out. Like when I fought like every time I went to jail was never I'll be home next year. It was always, oh my God, I'm gonna do 10 years every time. You know, whether I did 2 or whether I did 4 or whatever out of that bid. The initial arrest was like, oh my God, how the fuck I let them catch me like this?
Yeah.
So that shit changed. And then you cellies with somebody 17 that just got a life sentence. That just killed somebody because he was scared. He's not even a killer.
Right.
Nard. Broken. It was my celly.
What happened with that situation?
I think he was fighting like just a shooting at the time. They was trying to give him like a 10 or 20. Yeah, some shit that wouldn't have been a problem, 5 to 10 or something. We was cellies, bro. They come and get him one day, told him he had an official visit. Nigga ain't come back till like 2 days later. When he came back 2 days later, he slept for like 3 days. I said, what the fuck? When he finally woke up, I said, Nard, what the fuck is going on? He said, man, they charged me for a homicide, man. It was done. I watched his soul leave him. He was still alive.
Young was
thorough as shit.
African bitch used to shut the motherfucking when this girl used to come up on a visit, niggas used to be up in the motherfucking window because she shut the motherfucking shit
Real
down.
rap. She was bad as a 2-year-old.
Free that man.
Free Nard.
We be young and dumb and we commit mistakes and shit.
And if y'all know Nard and y'all hear this, tell Nard reach out. I got a check for him. Little light skinned funny ass Nard. I think it was. I forgot exactly where.
Was he a 58th Street nigga?
I forgot. My other celly, the young boy, was 58. Yeah. He'll pull that pistol out.
How long ago was this? Is we talking?
That was 2011, 2012, 2013.
Okay.
Some shit like that. We was all mobbing in the F.
So he might be about that time right now. Anyway.
I think he ended up getting a will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he ended up getting life, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that shit hurt, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I be like, go ahead, youngin'.
Yeah.
Like, now if I just wanted to be in the projects for the rest of my days and all that, yeah, I still be thugging hard too. Cause I love to show a nigga you ain't fucking with me. Right. I love to do that. Like, you know what I mean? So it was like, but yeah. You know
that ain't worth it no more.
It ain't worth it.
You know what I mean?
That ain't worth it. And I see more. Like travel. If y'all out there travel, man, that shit open your mind up.
That's a fact too.
Yeah.
97% of niggas be down behind some drugs.
Yeah, or drugs. That's really the.
Speaking
know
of
what I mean?
speaking of traveling, you stepping out right now? You taking you doing any traveling?
Yeah. Well, I'm a traveling motherfucker, for real. Shit, one of them, last year I think I took a trip every month.
Yeah.
Out of the
Yeah.
country shit too. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I did a lot of time in jail, so it was like, no, I damn near try anything
Need
to
that
eat,
time back, yeah.
and I damn near fly anyway. I don't give a fuck. Then they got killed in Jamaica, then they got kidnapped in another country. Like, you can ask my cousin Q, he be so hot with me, he be pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Niggas get killed around the projects all the time. I'd rather go out here and live. You know what I mean? Like, real shit. And we have a ball, but we was talking about going to South by Southwest, of course. Me and my man Stax Ruger, shout out my man Stax Ruger. We got some shit brewing. We about to merge a little
What's
bit.
your relationship with Stax? I've been a long time fan of his music since we were in the streets. You know, shout out to Ant.
Yeah, shout out Ant. Stax, that's crazy. He'll tell you this, and I talked to him before the podcast. He was like, man, talk about that shit. So back in the day, we all know Stax was a little corny when he first started rapping and shit. But
he was still better than certain niggas. Trust me, I can name worse.
Yeah, you're right about that. And consistency. Consistency always wins.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Stax was still consistent, bro. Like,
Yeah.
And I used to rap like, bro, like, like you know, it's funny. Like before we even talk the story, like I remember when I first started rapping in Philly. You remember Lean Bean before she changed her name and shit.
Yeah.
I remember
Lean
when I was still coming up, like being consistent with my shit. I remember her producer when I put out a mixtape on that Piff. Her producer E-Banger, I think he had produced like a couple joints for me. That nigga went right on my dad Piff and said, "Nigga, you was trash." I swear to Almighty God, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I gotta give a shout out to E-Banger because one he is a great producer. I'm not even gonna lie. He definitely
Shout out
he probably boosted me to me being as great as I was as a rapper before I like took podcasting seriously, because I ain't gonna lie. When he said that shit, I'm like, what?
Yeah. But no, my boy Stax, man, we go back, man. Around like 09, Stax was doing this thing and I noticed it. And I started running him around, shopping him around. Like I always had good relationships because I was always honorable.
Yeah.
If ever I did something, if you ever hear Rico did something to somebody, they deserved it. It's simple as that. Like, for real. Man, Rico's out here tripping. You're instantly gonna hear, nah, more than likely they was tripping and Reek reacted.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm always respectful. But anyway, I was taking him, I forgot what we was doing, but I was basically putting him on different avenues of rap more than he was seeing. I was taking him to different shows to perform and shit like that. And I wasn't even rapping. I don't know why the fuck I was doing this shit for Stax. Cause I wasn't even thinking about the money or nothing. I just really fucked with him for some reason. And then I got indicted. I think that was after the indictment. Whatever happened, I went to jail again. And I came home a couple years later and he was doing this thing and we still tight. You know what I mean? We was together the other day, man. Me, Stax, T, and what's this photographer name? 86? 86 hours. Shout out 86 hours. This pictures is crazy. We gonna merge. My cousin G, a lot of people don't know Javinci, my blood cousin. You know what I mean? That's my blood cousin.
Oh shit.
So we putting the production team together, T, G, 86 hours, me and Stax Ruger. We gonna get some conversion veins and shit. And we gonna start running. You know what I mean? We stronger together.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And that's how we repping.
Y'all got any music previously, or is that coming in the works?
If you go to SoundCloud, we got a song called Andy Milonakis. It's old as shit. That's when we was fucking with AR Ad when we was all in OBH studios and shit. Free Dark Low.
Pretty low.
It's funny, I fucked with Low, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even know Low was down right now. Yeah.
Was he home? I know he ended up, he went to one of their court dates and they arrested him at the court date.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He went.
I didn't know if he came home from that yet.
I don't know if he came home or not.
He got
7 years.
Got 7?
Shout out Dark Low.
God,
So
man,
if
free
anybody
Low.
in touch with him, tell him to reach out to Unkle Reeky. I got a check for him. I definitely got a check for the Honorable Man McCain, no doubt.
I ain't even gonna lie, because, and especially like in his recent like releases, Dark Low has been rising like on the streams like especially Spotify and Apple Music. His streams have been going like even before he got booked.
Yo, he's a hell of a guy.
Yeah, bro. Like he's been consistent God damn.
I wish I could work with him.
Bro, I'm like, damn, I was a kid when Dark Low was, oh, Jesus, like.
Yeah. Low that, man.
Kid.
Dark Low, that guy, man. We used to be around me, Stax Ruger, Bad News. Shout out my little homie, Bad News. That's like my little brother, man. He'll tell you. Y'all get him on an interview, man. Shout out my OG Rico. That's big bro. That's my man. You know what I mean? Bad News. Stax Ruger, we used to all be in there.
I used to see Bad News on the DVDs when I used to watch Grip Gang and Chaos. And
Yeah.
Yeah, when I used to watch like all of them on the DVDs, I used to see like Bad News on them shits.
Dang, that look good.
I just had to smell that real quick.
Let the camera see that shit.
Hey, look, they can't.
That shit like a fucking jersey. What is it?
It's
all about the packaging now with these.
It's
That's what it is.
It's right.
just give me the weed in my hand.
It's Michael's Rotten Stuff by my boy Rotten Broccoli. It's actually 2 eighths in there. I just realized that when I opened it. It's actually 2 eighths in there. Well, this is one of them, but it's basically 2 different strains.
It's like some Space Jam shit.
Well, this one says it's Sunset Sure Girl Scout Cookie Cross with London Pound Cake. Here, smell it.
Speaking of weed, now that you said you've been smoking it, like is that your thing now? Or?
Save your money.
No, actually, I started
Save your
smoking
money,
weed
children.
in jail. Around the time we met, I just started smoking. I was
yeah, I think something like that.
fighting that drama. Like I said, I thought I was gonna do double-digit years for sure. So
yeah,
I started smoking weed, but I know that elevation causes for sacrifice. Like, you know how they see the Illuminati, you gotta sacrifice your cousin or your bitch or something. So that's just not some Illuminati shit. That's real life. That's principles of life. So if you wanna elevate, you gotta sacrifice something.
Yeah.
Fuck that weed. I'm gonna go ahead and take off a little bit. Fuck. If you look at every video, it's a purple Sprite. If I'm holding it or somebody else holding it, that's my Sprite.
Yeah.
I used to be heavy on the syrup, but I'm working so focused right now. Fuck that syrup right now too, and I love it. You know what I mean? I love it, and I'm real about it. One of my raps, I say, the joint we came on, I said, withdraw from the dope. I just shit in my bed. That's embarrassing, but I'm a real nigga. I got to give you all of me. I love that syrup. You know what I mean?
Shout out my guy Throw Genji tapped in. He said that Sunset Sherb was one of his favorites. Shout out my guy Throw Genji, former guest on the podcast, tuning in.
Shout him out.
Definitely. You know, shout out to everybody that's been on the pod throughout
No
these
doubt.
last 4 years, man.
No doubt.
That's why we had to do this, you know, like psych on some shit. But like, really though, bro, and I'm gonna say this. One thing that a lot of artists do not realize, and this is just a simple fact, I've said this on plenty of episodes, it's not even nothing new. I swear to God, when I say this next sentence, y'all gonna be like, bro, if I had $1 for every time I heard you say that. Sound selection. Making a hit provides sound selection. Like you said, sacrifice. You can't just be a yes man when it comes to picking these beats in the studio. So it's like when it comes
that's the one thing I will say. The songs that I heard from you so far is definitely a vibe. Whereas is a head nod, like, you know what I mean, it ain't no shit where you just gotta listen to the lyrics and try to catch the vibe. You could catch that vibe ASAP just because of the beat. So you definitely got a good ear for the beat.
Dang, good looking.
Word up.
No, that's important.
Just a few songs that I heard you play so far. You feel me?
Word.
So,
Artists, if you're trying to make a hit, I am going to let him explain his process. But for me, the beat does play an important part because. Say it like this, y'all heard his music in the intro. Y'all already tell he has that wordplay, the lyricism, and he has that swag. But when that beat comes on, that first like quick little 10 seconds count. And then that 10 seconds, like those first 2, 3, 4 bars you put after that, that shit is gonna define whether they gonna cut the shit off or keep going.
Whether they putting their seatbelt on or they getting out. That's real rap. Real rap. For me, it'd be like, the beat talk to me, like, you know what I mean? A lot of my songs, you know how like a lot of beats start and it might be like a little tag or something in the beginning, they'll be like, take off. Or, so on Mob Style, the beat come on, it drop, boom. And then the little tag say, take off. And then I say, burning rubber on them sucker niggas. But that was influenced because of the takeoff.
Right.
So a lot of time the beat merged with my soul.
Shout out to Takeoff Beats.
Shout out, real shit.
And
If you listen to my 40, the tag is, good morning, daddy. And I say, wake up, think about money. Fuck niggas. All my life I stayed on my grind.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Fuck
use,
niggas.
so you use
So-
the producer tags to basically the
Formulate
producer
that
tag.
first
The
bar.
producer tag basically makes the energy of the song for you.
Unknowingly. I didn't notice it till I did it like 5 times.
Damn.
I was like, hold the fuck up. But I do know the beat is what excites my lyrics a lot of
That's what I was about
times.
to say. What you think is more important for you, the beat or the lyrics?
So sometimes I can just, like I'm a poet, so I can just put the lyrics together and that shit gonna be hard.
Mm-hmm.
But the beat really brings some shit out me. Like,
Put you in a different bag.
yeah, I shocks myself. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
made some shit that had me stop and look in the mirror and was geeking like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I really geeks out. I ain't the type that got a certain character and try to be cool. Man, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I just was really geeking, running around my house and snatching my glasses off, looking myself in the mirror and shit.
Yeah.
Like, damn, nigga, you
Yeah.
still got it, nigga. You old ass dope. You know what I mean?
Word
It's
up.
like, damn. You know what I mean? But
you feel like the way music is now, we still gotta, not we, but as far as if we getting older, remember back in the day, they used to make it seem like once you get older, music is dead.
yeah,
You still
yeah.
feel like, I feel like now that shit's changed to where as though you
It
see older
has.
niggas really popping or coming out of nowhere, but you know what I mean, making a
Real
hit.
rap. Real rap.
The
It's-
older niggas is hotter than some of you young niggas.
Lyrically,
Put that.
That's
I will
a
say-
big thing. You hear that a lot,
I
yo.
will say lyrically.
You hear that a lot.
Some
They
of,
say the young
some
niggas
of
ain't
the
got nothing to
older
rap about.
niggas
No
is
disrespect to
hotter
nobody.
than you young niggas. Take
No
that
doubt.
how you want to take it, or just go in the booth and better your shit. I don't care
I
what you think.
I will
Yeah.
say lyrically, I do feel like a lot of the older niggas that pop at like 30 plus, that's rapping about some real shit,
Yeah.
they do be a lot.
They have some substance.
Yeah, yeah.
Both of-
It's not
both-
just
both
booty
of
bop,
Lloyd Banks'
shooting
albums
drop.
This year was
Yeah.
She
crazy,
sucked my
bro.
dick.
Yeah.
Fuck the cops.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
The old heads got more. No, real shit.
Everybody doesn't want to go to the club
I'm
and
not
get
saying
sturdy.
they hot. I think the young boys make the wave.
Mm-hmm.
The wave that's for them.
Nah, it's the wave that take over the world. But when you get some of them
Yeah, I feel like
rappers
it's for
that
them.
come out, the Bennies,
Yeah.
that
shout
whole
out
group,
Benny.
you know what I mean? That whole
Griselda,
the
nigga.
whole Griselda. I mean, everybody
Yeah,
in
that
joint.
Griselda
Niggas
boom
like
bap
that-
shit coming back,
Yeah.
bro.
They rap better than half of the niggas that's putting music out right now. But
Real
when it comes
rap.
to making a hit, the young boys do know how to make a hit.
No doubt.
And
No
that's what I
doubt.
will say,
No
but,
doubt.
like-
Ain't no doubt about
But
that.
I do feel like the women right now is taking over the music. What you feel about that? How you feel about that?
I feel like that too because they got more substance too. Like the woman is talking shit. And then
You think they got more substance?
Yeah,
than
it's
men?
kind of exciting. Cause
I
you know how you be
honestly
around. You
go
like, man,
Willa
what this
before
bitch
half
thinking?
for
How
half
she
these niggas.
really thinking? Cause when a bitch with us, they don't really get it
True,
real.
true.
I'm
So we getting that from-
gonna take this little $100 from him, make him take me out real quick. I ain't gonna suck his dick or nothing. This fucking trick. But she ain't never gonna say that to us, so we would never know how she really thinking. So to hear
Right.
that shit, I be kind of like, damn, that's how you thinking, bitch. Okay,
Yeah.
and it's kind of hot.
And then you see them
Yeah, you
bobbing
rolling
to
on
it,
this
so
beat.
you know that's how they feeling when you see your girl bobbing too. Like
Right,
yeah,
right,
so you know
right.
that's how they really feeling.
Oh yeah, no, oh yeah.
I just
no,
started
that's,
fucking
look,
with Sexy
that,
Red
look,
heavy because
that's
of
how,
this
That's
shit.
how I judge my women. Like I be judging. Sometimes I gotta judge a girl just off of your playlist nowadays.
Yes.
Because if I see your playlist
Yes.
is full of Sexy Red fucking
Slut shit.
Yeah,
Then I know how you feel, boo.
yeah.
like damn, you don't got no Tony Braxton, no Jasmine Sullivan, no
Right.
fucking SZA, no nothing in this bitch. Like you tripping. Like
Right.
SZA's the only one in the modern era like where she could talk that. Like I love SZA because I was listening to her before she started doing like the SOS shit and all that. Like I was listening to her when she first got signed to Kendrick, so I understand her substance and potential. But like I said, if I see a playlist and it's just Sexy Red, Megan, and Cardi and shit like that, I'm not.
Man,
Mama ain't raised me to judge, but
Yeah.
I raised myself to take upon my
Right.
judgment.
And these days, yo, it's crazy. Everybody like, man, don't judge, don't judge. Why? Why? It's human nature.
Right.
You gotta judge shit. This
Yeah.
nigga's a fucking crumb. He a thief. I don't want him to fuck around me. I'm
Facts.
judging you. And get the fuck away from me.
facts.
That's
Like,
why I
there's
be
nothing
telling
wrong
niggas.
with that. You know what I mean?
I be telling people, some motherfuckers out here are really stupid.
Yeah.
I be bro, like
Common sense
and
ain't
then,
common.
and then niggas be
That's
thinking
what I'm
I'm
about to
crazy.
say.
Common sense ain't common these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like niggas be thinking I'm crazy, and it's like, bro, like, oh, you're wrong for saying that. I'm like, did you not see what this person just did?
Right,
Like, what am I gonna say? He's a genius like Einstein?
right. Real shit.
Like, what the hell? Like, I'm not doing that.
When it come to your music, right? Is it the homies? Is it lost ones? Like where that inspiration you come?
Just real life, just the everyday life. I'm a hell of a vibe. So how I feel, that shit just start coming to life, especially if I hear a beat or something. And I'm big on going snatch up one of them old beats and just start riding on that motherfucker, acting crazy, no diddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I just did the Tupac Hit 'Em Up joint. I did it in my head. I probably gonna leave that shit tomorrow. But I'm big on that. I catch a vibe. Like, I've been on the fuck these niggas lately.
Yeah.
So, Hit 'Em Up came
Hit
in
'Em
my
Up,
head. I
yeah.
just did the beat. I'm about to
Mhm.
smash that joint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Do a little visual to it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Me and T gonna work on that. Do a little visual of that joint.
If I say, is that the plan now? You doing visuals for everything that you drop?
Yeah, definitely want them to see what's going on. I want to be more of a content creator than a rapper. Like, rap, I really don't even rap, but I got a lot of other shit going on. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business guy, I'm a hell of a father, hell of a homie.
Talk about you. You got any businesses you wanna
Well, I'm the OGM Raw is the company, OGM Raw Entertainment. OGM is OG Management. That's how I started. I got artists that I signed. One of my artists, he rep Raw heavy, which means real always win. I love this little nigga. Shout out my young boy Mirror Raw. And
based out of Philly?
Yeah, he based out of Philly. And he an honorable young boy, and he not with the typical shoot 'em up tough shit. You know what I mean?
That's not always the shit that you get a couple niggas that sprinkle out of there, but that's not always the shit.
Come have a chat with me, my guy. Yeah. We come have a chat with me. That's what I'm talking about.
Being different is always good to be in your
own lane. That's what I look for.
You know what I mean?
I call him the Wale of OGM. He like the Wale, you know what I mean? But I told him I believe in him. I told him let's put our brains together. We gonna make it OGM Raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I cut the pie with him and let's go. We went straight to the jeweler. We got an OGM chain, got a Raw chain. Let him know I'm not playing with him. Let's go. This was 2-3 years ago. Now we really starting to get fruition about it. Like
me and him was just talking about that too. You just spoke on how long you've been consistent with him, 2-3 years. He was just saying for us, 2-3 years is 3 years is like that mark where you start seeing a change. Where if you've been consistent enough for that long, something should start giving.
You're gonna start seeing
some return.
For some people,
I don't give a fuck if it's a leaf poking out the dirt. You're gonna start seeing something, and it's inspiring once you do.
That little bit.
And for sometimes it do take a little longer, because even with some of the artists that I manage, some of them might take a little longer than 2-3 years. But for me, it's like I see the longevity from the day that I start with them. So it's like I be telling them, like, bro, like, this year wasn't good, we're gonna have a better year next year. And it usually happens like that every time. Like every year is like, I remember the first year I managed my artist 7 years ago. He started out with I think like 500 plays. Year after that it was 900. Year after that it was 1,200. Now he's consistently doing like 1,500, 2 stacks per play on like the majority of his releases. And like I told him, I said, bro, that's small. When the first year we had a Spotify wrap up with him, it was only 500 plays, so I'm like, shit, like I'm happy to even get far from that.
Yeah, no doubt. Consistency, man. A drip of water cuts through a rock. Shit crazy. Consistency, no fucking doubt, man.
Yeah, that's the most important thing right there. Being consistent.
No, so now we're going into the end of 2024. We've seen all this shit that honestly, not before we even get into the real final question, like, what's something interesting that you've seen happen this year in 2024 in general, whether it was something you've seen in the industry or, you know, like, what's like the most interesting, like something that, you know, shocked you this year, if anything?
Nothing really, because I really stay in my lane. I don't be watching the news. I ain't big on the gram. I post and get the fuck off it. But my female best Fee, she just was fighting Rocky. Shout out my baby Fee. And shout out Rocky, that's my dog too. But
at the Gilly joint?
Yeah. Shout out Gilly and Wallow. I was at that joint, and one thing that shocked me is, and I gotta mention Skrilla too. Shout out Skrilla.
Shout out whoever you talking about too for getting in the ring, because I told people it take more just getting in the ring.
Yeah.
In front of however many people was gonna be there, but it take more just to do that. Anything,
no doubt.
For real.
That big crowd and stuff, that's a lot of pressure, man. Shout out Fee. She held it down. But
you mentioned Skrilla.
Skrilla. So people been telling me to link with Skrilla, and for whatever reason I was saying, nah, I don't wanna. And at that fight, I came across damn near every famous or popping rapper in the tri-state. what was shocking to me, I don't want to fuck with nobody. I don't want to do no music with nobody. And which was shocking, I would have thought that I wouldn't vibe with Skrilla. And like, ain't like we had interaction, nothing, but we was like right there. I seen him and I said, damn, boy was all right.
Yeah.
And now I want to work with him. That's like one of the only people I would kind of want to work with in Philly. So that was like the shocker for me this year. Like I wouldn't have thought I would want to do anything.
Sometimes that's what it takes to actually be rubbing shoulders with somebody. You know, actually see what type of man they is.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
Maybe that's what it is about
Sometimes
you need to know what
you
type
just gotta
of
see
man
the man behind the microphone. You know?
Maybe that's what matters before anything. Before you hop on the track with somebody, you feel me? It ain't just
Real
about
shit.
hopping on the track.
Real shit.
You know?
Cause like motherfuckers, they'll trick you with the words. So I might think somebody a certain way, and I get around these guys. I'm like, the same way he be rapping about. He don't feel like that. And I don't know. It was just a feeling like I'm cool. I'm different than all these guys. I understand it. No problem. We don't have to mix. Right. You know what I mean? I don't care about the features. I don't even care what my music do. We all right. Like I said, I got businesses. I do this shit because it's in my heart. You know what I mean? But I don't really care. But shout out Skrilla, man. I'm definitely gonna probably pull up on you soon, bro. We gotta get something done.
Yeah, that'll be fire.
That'll be dope,
we definitely
right?
need the insight on that.
Yeah.
Out of all the fights you've seen that night, what was probably like the most what was like the craziest fight you think you've seen out of that knockout, John?
That girl from Delaware that got dropped like 3 times. Shout her out too, cause I heard she be beating bitches up. No, not her.
Oh, who? What's the other? Oh,
she was kind of
big. Yeah. The one that Bird
kept
said,
touching that canvas.
Yeah, the one that said she really put work in out of Delaware.
Yeah, they say she be mopping. Man, that was one of the most interesting Jones. But you know, that shit got shut down. They kicked half of us out. It got real stupid, so I ain't really see all the fights for real. I wasn't even there to see my best fight. That shit was corny.
Yeah.
That shit was corny, but I was there when she was fighting. That shit was exciting. They had the crowd going. Shout out to everybody that they got in that ring, man. That shit was not easy. All that pressure. You got Gilly talking cash shit. You know what I mean? So that was dope. Shout out to everybody that hop in that ring, man. Real shit.
Would you hop in that ring, or if the opportunity came, is that something that you would do?
I probably would. Cause I ain't no slouch. But do I feel like it? I don't know. It depends. Depends on my life.
It was niggas in there talking about some, I trained for 7 days. I'm like, what? 7 days? I was like, I would have been anything, life and death.
Yeah.
Every day I'm training.
Real shit. And that's the thing. If I do it, I ain't playing. I might need a check.
That's what I said.
Cause I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna get dead up. I'm gonna train. I'm not getting no drugs.
I'm not going to no ring for free. At all.
The insurance ain't getting no ring for free.
I need a check for that. At this age right now, I need a check.
Yeah, no doubt. Or else I occupy my time with something that's gonna pay me.
Yeah. Fuck that.
So, what's one of the biggest goals that you have for 2025?
Getting sponsored by Sprite. That's something I'm really aiming for.
You want to get sponsored by Sprite?
Yeah, I want a sponsorship with Sprite.
Specifically why Sprite? That's actually
I got a crazy relationship with them and they don't even know it. But I became like just a big, huge Sprite fan. Of course, I told you I'm a fan to that purple. And even in the absence of the purple, I still just want a fucking Sprite. Like, it's like my, you know how niggas panic, they need a perk or something, or they want their girl, or they want to go to the mall, and I just need a Sprite. You know what I mean? A clean one. I ain't got no syrup in it or nothing. I just fuck with Sprite. And that's like kind of a dream for me to have doing a podcast. I got Sprite set up everywhere, man. Shout out Sprite, man.
You know what I mean?
You see your
on
boy,
deck,
man.
stay with one on deck. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. Shout out Sprite, man. Obey
Sprite,
your thirst.
see it.
Word, yeah. Shout out Sprite, man. You see it and hear it here first.
No doubt.
I should have had a Pure Fuel up here, but I'm still waiting for them to come in the fucking mail. Still waiting on that shit to come in the mail. Shout out to Pure Fuel though.
Yeah.
But
you got any music dropping anytime soon?
Yeah. Actually, I'm about to put out I was about to put out a tape, another album, or a project with a series of songs, but I think I'm gonna just put out a bunch of singles real quick. You know what I mean? And some videos. Like
I was about to say, yeah.
I got like we probably got at least 4 unreleased videos that's shot already. You know what I mean?
You just ready, paint the motion behind it.
Yeah. We about to start, man, the talks we be having, we about to start bombing. Yeah, and you know what? That was a part of it too. I want to
Sound
have
like you
a
trying to go for a video every 2 weeks.
That's what I said. 2025
Or
like
every
a good
week.
year. Yeah.
yeah, once a week. You know what I mean? But definitely at least every other week. I want to come back in probably 3 to 6 months and let's check the progress. Let's see how, you know, what I had got done or whatever. But yeah,
Nah,
that's
that'll be
definitely the
fire.
plan.
We could definitely do that. Touch base.
For sure.
Right back in here.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. King's Cafe, this is my backyard, this is my home. Shout out my big bro Lean, he was just in here. Just about everything I do, that's where I'm gonna do it at. You know
Yeah,
what I
shout
mean?
out King's Cafe. Thanks for having us, man.
Let's talk about how'd you find out about King's Cafe?
Well, my folks Lean, they from back Nicetown. I'm from Pulaski Town, a couple lights away. My big brothers and shit grew up with them, so I always kind of came up around him. Bucks, shout out my man Bucks back in Nicetown, a few other players.
I remember they used to be smaller when the owner first started. Like I think they just expanded not too long ago with this spot.
Yeah, spreading out.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a
I think
great
it was on
job.
Stenton or something first, with just the food or something.
Yeah, I remember it was just
Yeah.
the food because I had plenty of friends. I got friends up here like not too far from like this area. Like my ex used to live up here, so it was like they all used to go down there. So like I knew about it when it was like small and shit.
Yeah, and it was always thorough, you know what I mean? It was always thorough to us. Nicetown dudes kind of put the project niggas on money. You know, niggas in the project was on bullshit. And the Nicetown niggas was getting money when we was young bulls. That shit was like, hold the fuck up. They pulling up to high school and shit, cars. So it was like, damn, you know what I mean? That was kind of like the Pulaski Town and Nicetown. My big bro sliding up right now.
You already.
But that was like the Pulaski Town and Nicetown relationship in my eyes as a kid. I was looking up to it. So I wasn't like literally in the mix of it, but that's how I seen it. They was young, driving, they had the Cartier watches back in the day with the tic-tac-toe and all. I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
they was always inspiration to me, and as an adult, I started doing my thing, and he just basically on some whatever you need, little bro. And it ain't no like, you know, not like niggas Joe niggas, oh, that's big bro, he got a bag. Like, no, I really fuck with bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't do that. You won't hear me big broing niggas. Like, real
I'm gonna keep it a
shit.
bean for as long
Real
as I've
shit.
known you. Like I like this is probably the first time I've actually really seen that. Like,
Yeah, no, and on the gram, yo, what's up, little bro? No problem. What's up, big bro? Like, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that. I'm
Right.
authentic all the way through. I have flaws. You're gonna catch me on nut shit.
Yeah.
But it's always authentic. Like,
Yeah.
that's big bro. I fuck with him. You see what he doing? We at Kings. And this time I rep every time we do something. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely say, man. Let's you want to bring him on for a second?
Yeah, come on, man. Let's interview big bro real quick.
Gary, say if you want to. Gary, say you want to share the mic with him real quick, or what's up, bro? So Gary say.
You know what I mean?
Gary
For
say,
sure.
nice to meet you, bro.
This
I'm good.
Lean.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Yeah, so you know, bro, like just like I told him, like when my friends were coming to King Cafe, I remember, like he said, I don't know if Stanton was the correct street, but like I remember it was small when it first started, like because when I went through the front door, I'm thinking that this was the only part. I'm like, oh wait, there's a side door now. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, like they really expanded. So how did you even come up with the idea just to even start King's Cafe?
So back in the day, dabbled in the streets a little bit, but I was a party and club promoter. So I liked going out, and I went out a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel as though I had a lot to celebrate, whether I was depressed, whether I was getting to it, I was happy. We went out, right? We went out and celebrated. That was the era of us celebrating, late 90s, early 2000s. That's what Philly did. We went out. So a lot of that came about. So I was going out so much, and I was spending so much money, and I was realizing the price of liquor, right? The bottles and the price of liquor from the store, the state store, to in the club was a hell of a difference. It was a hell of a difference, right? So I feel as though I was like, man, you know what? How can I do this so much? How can I capitalize off of it? You know what I'm saying? That's when I became a party and club promoter. And we used to go to different spots, like, you know what I mean? Whether it was a cafe, restaurant, lounge, we was doing it different. Like Philly had clubs, But we used to go to like the smaller spots, like the cafes, the clubs, the bars, and
Like
things
the lounges,
like that.
the lofts and stuff.
Yeah,
I was going to the lofts before. I was going to the lofts and stuff before they were even popular out here and shit.
And introducing ourselves to them, and you know what I mean, you know, figuring out they slow days. Listen, y'all get the bar, we get the door, we'll figure it out at the end, right? But we was bringing a hell of a crowd, and we built such a relationship with some of the owners, and I started to see some of the lifestyles that they was having inside of this. So it was always on my mind that I thought I was gonna promote my way to getting a restaurant, bar, club, whatever it was. And I mean, I was a party and club promoter for like 30 years, so it never really happened. Life started happening, started having the kids. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just be dad on deck. I'm gonna just fall back, let life happen, pay the bills. And I really just started working on myself. Like I started working on myself, like getting healthy, right? Started making me the main goal, right? Waking up every day happy. And the opportunity came back. Like my partner that I do this with, shout out to Chad, right? He had a breakfast store on Ogans, and he wanted to do something different with it. But me, myself, I don't even know, at the time, like, you know what I mean? I don't even know how to boil water, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, like, I don't know why you keep coming to me with this opportunity of opening a restaurant. I'm thinking, like, I don't even know how to cook. So like you said, it was a small restaurant at the time, so I'm not thinking about the big picture at the time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it was one of those days where I had to really sit back and think, like, why does opportunity keep coming to me? And it was something that I really asked for and didn't even know it. Like I, went to one of them vision board parties, started pasting shit on the cardboard and all that shit. Yeah. And then one day I went and found my first vision board, and I was checking shit off. I was like, damn, I did this, I did that. Damn, I did this. I did that, right?
Facts, that's what it's about.
Right there in the top right-hand corner, it was like I must have cut out of a magazine. It was like a black guy, restaurant owner, standing over people, like, you know what I mean, making sure they was all right. And I was like, God damn, I've been running from what I asked for the last 8 months. And that was in December of 2017. By February of 2018, we had Ogans open, right? Ogans open, operating. Then COVID hit, right? But we had already invested in the
truck?
Not the truck, the Stenton.
Stenton,
which was a takeout joint. So we was gonna operate both of them, but then COVID hit, and then they shut all the restaurants down. But then, like,
I know. I was working on 52nd Street during the time, so I know.
We couldn't even get a contractor. So me, I start going in there. I start putting up drywall, my motherfucker. So I'm gonna figure this out, right? And by the time we got Stenton Avenue done, they was like, you know what? They was like, takeout only. I was like, damn, look at God. I was like, damn, that's what's up, right? So just the opportunities, man, like the way it was playing out, like you never know how that journey gonna play out, man. So with just me just working on myself, getting healthy, and just taking some time for myself, like so many of I just started to dream again, you know what I'm saying? And like all of these opportunities just started presenting themselves, and I just started tackling them whether I was ready for it or not, you know what I'm saying? So
two things I want to say. One, I tell everybody, if your food business survived COVID, you got some good shit.
Right.
Because niggas was getting shut down.
Right.
And two,
we was one of the only businesses on 52nd Street. I was working at Justin's. We was one of the only businesses on 52nd Street.
Two,
trust me.
Can you tell people where they can find y'all at?
We at 218 West Shelton Avenue, 19144. So in the Germantown section, right off of Shelton and Wayne Avenue. So right off of Shelton and Wayne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, appreciate you for letting
and I'm gonna tell y'all when y'all walk inside, that shit is nice and it's gonna be jumping. Cause I'm not even gonna lie. We had to sit in there for a quick little 20 minutes just to get a little drink real quick. Look, when we came down here,
definitely some potential in there.
And Uptown, like Dub is like the bougie side, or like shit like this the players. Like you know what I mean? You a player, you want to slide uptown, you ain't with the bullshit. The
players gonna play.
There's
Players
you know,
gonna
we
play.
got the bougie bitches, but they gonna rep with you. You know what I mean? They gonna rep
Nah,
with you.
real
You
shit.
gonna wear your chain and all that. Like,
Hey,
this where it's
nah,
done
look,
at,
you
know what I mean?
you see, I came in on my Coolio with
Yeah, I
no
see.
problem in that, bitch. I came in. Look, usually when I be going to certain spots, I don't be wanting to get fresh like this. But I said, I
you said we
walk.
going uptown?
Yeah, look, I said, I'm like, and then I walked in there. I said, oh yeah, I'm glad I came right for this. You feel me?
Good.
But you already know, man. Shout out to King's Cafe. Shout out my guy OG Rico. Everybody who tuned in and will be tuning into this on YouTube when we drop it, bro. Honestly, we look, like I said, we
Shout
will.
out King's Cafe for having us. Shout out Big Bro.
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We gonna come back up here and get some food.
Yeah, y'all definitely gotta come back and try the food, man.
Yeah, look, he's the
Dustin
foodie.
Everything. Yeah, we open at 11 a.m. So
11
just on Mondays we open at 4, but the rest of the week we open at 11 a.m. We're a restaurant.
That's perfect for you.
Yeah,
See, he's the foodie. He need to know.
And you know what?
I do the food reviews. Try to start
I
doing
was
the
just
food
about
reviews.
to say, me and T was starting a food review.
I need parts of that, T.
We gonna do this. We gonna pull up on bro.
Yeah, let's do that.
And we gonna that can be one of our first food reviews.
Yeah, let's
You
do
know
that.
what I mean?
let's do it.
King's Cafe
Yeah, that's
food
love.
review.
Yeah, I'm
Put
fucking with that.
Put that in the comments if y'all want to see that. Shit, we
Yeah.
gonna
that's
run it up
love.
right now. But y'all already know it's your boy 215 God Beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this producer's new favorite podcast. Let me rap with you. Happy New Year's to everybody. We appreciate all the guests who came on this year. We had to end it off right with one of the best artists, and like I said, black-owned business. We usually don't even get to do that.
Yeah.
Like we have to let people know. Like shout out to all the guests that has came on this year from the beginning. All the fans that have stuck with us. Everybody who's been supporting us even after the hack. Like I said, they only hack you when you got motion. You feel me?
Mhm.
They only hack you when you got motion. But until then, watch us on the Twitch, and we will see y'all next year.
Let's go.
Happy New Year's, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Nah, that's definitely gonna be one.
Sure,
Yo, I
sure.
appreciate you, bro.